Alright, so here we go, beginning my Aliens vs. Predator walkthrough. Um, and the reason I'm doing a walkthrough is I realized I hadn't done a walkthrough in a while. I mean, my last one was Portal 2, which was in the summer, almost 6 months ago, so I figured it was time for me to make a new walkthrough. And the reason I chose Aliens vs. Predator is I've had a recent fascination with the Xenomorph, very much. And some of you may actually remember, I reviewed the game, like, mid-season 1, or, like, around September for season 1, and it was actually the review that made me decide, you know what, no, I should only be reviewing things I made, because, you know, it just took a while, and I felt you could find it in other places, so I just, this game made me decide I'd only review things I made. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game's very fun, but it's what made me decide that, and now you get to see me play it. So here we go. And actually, something kind of occurred to me. Some of you may not know what a Xenomorph is. You may only watch these videos because I make them. And if that's the only reason you watch them, I thank you for that, because you'll watch the videos because you make the videos, and by that you must obviously think I make good quality videos. So I thank you for watching my videos just for that reason. But if you don't know what the Aliens vs. Predator, what an alien or Predator is, then I'll be explaining what this is. The alien, which is also known as the Xenomorph, is this creature with a black exoskeleton. It's got claws, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a tail with a spear tip-like thing at its end. It also then has its head is curved. In some ways, the curve is similar to a banana. I mean, like, a banana isn't really a good analogy because it's no, like, humor or anything like that. But it does have a similar curvature to that. That's the Xenomorph. It also then, its tongue is actually an inner mouth. So yeah, it's got the mouth, and then it's got an inner mouth, which is its tongue. And that uses that as a weapon. And it, you know, got the sharp teeth, of course, for both its outer mouth and its inner one. Oh, and it also has these 4, like, tube-like things. They're called spines, that are on its back. And it also has acid blood. So that's the main things about the Xenomorph. Pretty much, that's what a Xenomorph is, don't you know. And here we're actually beginning the game now. I feel I should, well, I'm gonna mention that I've actually talked about this earlier. I think also in Season 1. I made a kind of an informational video about the Xenomorph. I'll put a link to it in the description, as well as the review of this game. I could put annotations in the video when I talk about it, but that would require me to watch through the video, and I'm only like 4 minutes in, or about 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes, but, I mean, still. Hold on. By the way, the flare may seem like a decent amount of light now, but trust me, in the future, it won't be enough light. Yeah, so here I am. I was talking about the, oh yeah, and I'm not gonna just, I mean, sure, it's only 4 minutes in, so, and here we are shooting. I mean, I could just, it's only 4 minutes in, yeah, and I could just put a link to it there, but it would just be easier for me to put in the description, because in the future, it's entirely likely I'm going to make links to things late in the videos, so it's just going to be easier for me to just put it in the description. So that's what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave it in the description. So yeah. But then, if you don't want to go and see the video, I'll continue explaining what the Xenomorph. So, that was a face hugger, that noise you just heard. So, what the queen will lay an egg, and out of the egg comes the facehugger, which is the creature you just heard. And what that'll do is that'll attach to a host to a victim's face, and wrap its tail around their neck and kind of cut off oxygen supply and render them unconscious. It'll then implant an It'll then implant an embryo into their chest, and that'll develop into a chest burster, which, as the name would imply, bursts out of your chest. Yeah, there's a ship. So it bursts out of your chest. And that kills the host. And then that Xenomorph will grow up to be an adult Xenomorph, which I just described. Or which I described earlier. This way. And also in certain cases, the egg laid may have a facehugger that holds a queen embryo. And that'll grow up to be a queen. And that takes about a day to grow up, while a regular Xenomorph only takes a few hours. So yeah, that's pretty much the Xenomorph life cycle. And I can get into the Predator, descriptions of the Predator later. But as you may have noticed, I'm not necessarily scared by a lot of the things that normally you'd be scared by. But the reason is, I mean, I've played this before, yeah, but not in a while. But this is actually my 5th playthrough recently, because I did a couple playthroughs earlier, but they all kind of messed up. The first one I did was the game glitched pretty much near the end. I'll show you where it glitched. By the way, that's the adult Xenomorph. So yeah, I'll show you where the game glitched. And it was pretty much near the end, so that's kind of annoying. And then the second time, my camera died. The battery on it died. So then I had to go through and redo it, and pretty much died again near the end, pretty much at the same spot that the game glitched. So, you know, that was fun. The third time then, my sister interrupted me for help with math, which is kind of annoying, but needs homework, so fine. Got him. Yeah. Yeah. But so, the Xenomorph. Oh, but yeah, then my sister interrupted me with that. And then the other thing was, oh yeah, and then the most recent one is I was doing the playthrough on normal, and, which, you know, is fine for this one. It was about 25 minutes, which, you know, is, I mean, consider some of my Portal 2 walkthroughs were like 30 minutes, so 25 minutes I was fine with. Which is probably about how long this is going to be, because I didn't die in that one really at all, so it's probably going to be similar length. The issue is, on the second mission, because they go on to the second mission, it was, like, 45 minutes long, which I just felt was too long for a video to be. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do this on normal. Got it. I'm going to do it on easy, because the goal of me is to really kind of go through the game and, you know, kind of just play through and just kind of have fun playing through it. Not necessarily to not really to have fun with playing through it, but more go through the game and just you talk and you listen to my commentary. By the way, why'd they give you ammo? The pistol has unlimited ammo. I don't get that.
It's up to you now, Get your ass to admin, pronto.
I go this way.
We're in a real shitstorm here.
But yeah, so that's it. And the scenario is, I'm not necessarily intending this to be a walkthrough on how you do stuff, because if you cared about the game, you would have probably gotten it by now and beaten it. Or, by the way, that's the Predator. Or you don't care about it and then you wouldn't have gotten it, obviously. So
I'm locked in the next room, but there's an emergency generator
So, or, of course, maybe, if you're just watching this because, you know, you like to watch the videos I make, it's possible that you just find out about the game now, and it interests you, so you may be getting it. In which case, then yes, this is a walkthrough on kind of how you do it, and how you go through the game. But most likely not.
What the heck was Wayland Yutani up to down here?
Yeah.
It's Xeno Central on this rock, and these bugs don't just pop up unannounced. And I don't even want to think about the hostiles that popped in out of nowhere and took out the Marla.
Those were the Predators,
Anyway,
by the way.
listen, I think I can control some of the colony's systems from here.
That's good. Oh, by the way, as far as weapons concerned go, the pulse rifle is the traditional weapon of the Marines, very common. You can see in the kind of the bottom middle of the screen, I've got the ammo counter, and I'm not going to fire because I don't want to waste ammo. But when I do fire, I'll point it out. And then also in the lower right-hand corner, I've got my rounds on top, and then my grenades, which is at 0, so I don't have any right now. And then while we're talking about the HUD, in my lower left-hand corner is the motion tracker, which kind of gives me a display of what direction to go. And it also beeps when there's somebody nearby. See, like you're just hearing. And what's kind of cool is it won't bleep just if there's an enemy nearby. Because, like, if there are friendlies nearby, it'll also beep. Oh, there's ammo over here. I want to get the ammo. I know, I'm getting the ammo. Oh, I'm at full ammo, never mind. I didn't think I was at full ammo. But, yeah, what was I talking about? The Xenomorph. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me think. Corridor of pulse rifle.
Get in there and help them.
No, this isn't. I can't think of what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the HUD. Yeah, it'll actually track enemies and friendly targets. And interesting, it'll only track them if they're moving. So like, if I'm going through an area and they're not, like, if I'm, like, doing something and they're not moving, then it won't track them, which is very useful in the Alien campaign, which I'll do later. Because, like, if I can just stop moving and they won't be able to track me, really. And yeah, by the way, campaigns, there's the Marine campaign, which I'm doing right now, and then also the Alien. Oh, by the way, this is the hive that the Xenomorphs create. Then there's also the Predator campaign and the Alien campaign. And that's the order they are on the screen from right to left. And that's the order I'm going to do them. Which kind of works out because the Alien is my favorite. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because that's the order they have it in. But it's just kind of convenient for me. Well, yeah, see, now I have grenades. See, grenades up to 4, which is the maximum you can carry. But yeah. And so, yeah, also, back to my original point before I started talking about the pulse rifle and that other stuff. If I don't necessarily seem scared or anything, it's because I've played this through 4 times before, and it's easy. So that's why I'll probably be doing pretty good at it. Because, you know, my goal is to, the commentary, not for a fun playthrough. Though, I hope at least this will be fun. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, this does bring up my next point. Realism. If this was actually realistic, I'm sure I'd be dead by now. Because quite frankly, no one really survives too long with a Xenomorph present. Like, I mean... But one... Hold on. Jeez, I'm a horrible shot. See, look, notice the well, before I get into the Xenomorph present thing, notice how this way acid's kind of cool. But the thing is, if I did get some acid on me, which may end up happening to me, but I'm not going to purposely do it, that would probably actually, if it was more realistic, it would probably kill me right away, because their acid is very acidic, I suppose, or like concentrated, very deadly. But of course, it being a video game, they need to make it a bit more fair so it doesn't kill me right away. And also, then going back to my original point, if I was actually facing this many Xenomorphs, I'm sure I'd be dead by now. Because frankly, no one really survives this many Xenomorphs. I mean, the only person who has is, well, Ripley did, and I suppose in Alien 3, she didn't have, weapons, really. Well, in Alien 3 I died, so that doesn't count that, but in Alien she didn't have a weapon and she survived. So, but I'm not Ripley, so I shouldn't really be surviving. No. Got him. And I'll point out when the game, back to an earlier point, I'll point out when the game glitched. Just so you guys know. Hopefully it doesn't happen this time. But yeah. So here we go. Just need to kill these last few Xenos. And one of the annoying things about having done this and the second walkthrough is I'm forgetting what I want to talk about in this video and what I want to save for the next video. Because I can say, wait, do I want to talk about that now, or do I want to save it for later? I don't remember. I don't know. So, yeah. Alright, another thing. Going through the game, I'm going to be looking... I'm not going to look for collectibles. If I stumble across a collectible, I of course grab it. But I'm not going to play the collectible. Like, because what I do is I collect audio diaries. I'm not going to play the audio diary. If you want to hear them, you can go elsewhere on YouTube to find them. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to, kind of...
Suck it up, kid. You'll live.
Come with me, rookie. We're needed upstairs.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of listen to the... I'll listen to it afterwards because, again, my goal is to just get through this. And I'm not going to look for them because that would just take up too much time. I'm just going to go through the game. I'm going to look for guns, because, that's ammo and that could actually be helpful. But I'm not going to go over and look for collectibles.
Why'd they just give up like that?
Yeah.
They're testing the
Why? I wonder.
What the? What happened to the lights?
How'd they cut the power, man? They're animals. Which, for those of you who haven't seen Aliens, is actually a quote from that movie. So it's actually kind of cool. Yeah, there are actually a lot of achievements in this game that are based on kind of quotes. Like, yeah.
This is it, man. This is it.
Because, like, there's the... Because, that's such an example. And, like, hold on, By the way, that's where the game glitched. And I think it glitched because, like, I type it in the computer and, like, activate it. And it wouldn't register that I'd activated it. And I think the issue was, when that Xenomorph popped out, like, I didn't wait for that Xenomorph to pop out and kill it. So it, didn't really register that I'd moved on, so it just kind of glitched up there. Luckily, I killed the Xenomorph, and now we're moving on. I'll let you know when I'm certain it moved on, because there's a certain part where it doesn't continue on afterwards. Where is it? Yeah, I will say, because, like, normally when you're playing a game, you'll typically look at the floor, or... See, look, the acid blood got on me and it didn't kill me. Normally it would have killed me. I will say, when playing this game, normally, they're gonna, like... Yeah, see, language. There's language in this game, by the way, but I would have already mentioned that at the beginning, as I'm sure you would have seen. Oh, yeah. She's dead now. Oh, but yeah, you notice how it was at 58 when I reloaded, and then it went up to 99? Yeah, it's kind of cool that they do that. I think there's another one. Yeah, and the motion tracker also gives a direction as to where they are, so it's very helpful. And being that this is the campaign, normally they do move a lot, so it's not really a concern of them not moving, me not being able to find them. So that's not a concern, which is good. But yeah, the game. What I was talking about before that game glitch? I'm not sure. Yeah, see. Oh, but yeah, achievements.
Ordered us to retreat into a dead end.
That part amuses me.
Hey, I think I can see.
Hi, and they get pulled back. But yeah, with the whole Xenomorph thing, yeah, there were a lot of achievements. Like, for example, there's one where you have to kill a certain amount of, like, there's an achievement called Let's Rock, where what you have to do is you have to, by the way, that's the grenade function. Oops. Crap. Wait, it's called Let's Rock, where you use the smart gun, and you, like, kill 5 enemies without letting go of the trigger. And Let's Rock is actually the name of the achievement, or it's actually a quote name by, I believe her name is Vasquez, who uses the smart gun. That's kind of cool. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is that girl died in the game, since this is an FPS, and the goal of an FPS is to, you know, kill enemies and have fun doing that, not to go through a role-playing game. They typically just have it by yourself, so like your companions or allies or whatever you want to call them aren't killing enemies. Because, you know, they want you to do it, because, you know, that's the goal of the game. Whereas in a role-playing game, it's role-playing, so you don't need to kill them. So it's kind of interesting, so that's why they typically kill off companions. And then the last point I want to kind of make in is that this whole game is pretty much set in Aliens vs. Predator. Like that elevator, or like in the Aliens universe, like that elevator was very traditional of Aliens. And like the whole, like the company Weyland Yutani, this is Xenomorph, it's pretty much a company that'll go to a planet and terraform it, you know, make it livable. So then, and they also have a bioweapons division, which is very interested in the Xenomorph, which I'm now killing. And so they typically go out and try and capture it, usually at the expense of other people, or in the movies, always at the expense of other people. So yeah, that's Weyland Yutani. And the whole scenario is, this whole game is pretty much, you know, set in the world of Aliens, because it's very similar to Aliens, except it's, with Predators, because, you know, I think Predators makes it cooler. I mean, some people don't like the Predators, but I think the whole Alien vs. Predator thing just made the whole series cooler. I mean, I know some people don't like it, but I do. But yeah, I luckily finished up my thought there, and this is the end of the first mission, so see you in mission 2.